of Joseph. He did not fall into this temptation. He was faithful to his God. He was faithful to his master. The master has actually handed over all the things, responsibility upon his shoulder, except to his wife. He said, how can I sin against my God and my master? My master did not submit you to me. How can I do such a great sin? His faithfulness caused him into a prison. He preferred to be in the prison without any cause than to sin and lie with her. What a faithfulness we can learn today as a TBYF. My prayer is, since my boyhood actually, two things. I'm worried and very much afraid of is three W, not www.com. This www.com is very dangerous. Many falls into these three www. One W, wealth. Many falls into wealth, materialism. I'll speak later on. Another W is wine. Many of you might have fallen into wine, I think. Wine, daru. Huh? Cheer. Come on. Go to the bar. Cheer. Many of us fall. And Sunday, with sword and coat, can come to the church again. But last night he was still drunk. Temptation. In the church, sadhu, like an angel. In the bar, he is hero. Falls into another W is the most dangerous W. Many young people fall into this trap. Women, sexual immorality. People are not satisfied with one wife these days, one husband. Try to exchange. Horrible. We cannot do that. Let us learn from the life of Joseph. We should avoid. This will kill our lives, spoil our life. We should never go. Joseph, a model, a pattern for us. Is a model for us. Let it be a model for TBYF. He preferred to go to the dungeon prison, the most uncoveted place is who wants to go to jail and prison? Any one of you? I don't think. But he preferred to go instead of committing sin and involving into sexual immorality. He preferred to go where people don't want to go most in their life. This is a challenging for us. Many of us might say, hey, what a chance! With a queen I will lie down, nobody will see it. Many young people will say like that. She must be very beautiful, I believe, because they never were. There are hundreds to serve her. The queen, generally, the best they select, will be very pretty enough. With a sponge, lying with a blanket, the first class blanket, will lie down and enjoy. Many young people will learn high paise, chance to. But he did not do that. He did not do that. In the sacred place also, in the hidden place also, there is somebody who is watching his mouth. afraid of. In absence of our pastors, deacons, parents, our teachers, we want to do things. But Joseph also had a great chance, but he was faithful to his God. From the life of Joseph, we learn of faithfulness. Let us be faithful, whatever, wherever, in any place. Secondly, we learn from the life of Joseph is integrity. Honesty is the best policy. Integrity. Sadhuta. Nyay, parayonata. Vishuddhata. Integrity. Integrity. He maintained his integrity. Sadhuta Shiva. Nei porota, nei poronota, vishuddhata. নিজেকে পলিউট করতে চাইছিল না। ইন্টিগ্রিটি। লাইফ অফ জোসেফ। কমপ্লেন করতে পারত যখন নাকি তার নিজের বাইরে তাকে ব্যবসায়ীদের কাছে বিক্রয় করলো, তখন ঈশ্বরের কাছে তো উনি তো কমপ্লেন করতে পারতো, কমপ্লেন করেনি। ইন্টিগ্রিটি, বিশ্বস্ততা দেখে, বিশুদ্ধতা। তারপরে যখন চান্স পেয়েছে, পতিফার ওয়াইফ যখন তাকে পরীক্ষা করলো, তখন চান্সটা নিতে পারতেন, কিন্তু না, তার ইন্টিগ্রিটি, বিশ্বস্ততা খারাপ করতে চায় না তার জীবনকে, ধরে রাখলো। জেলে কে যেতে চায় আজকে? কে ফাতকে যেতে চায় আজকে? অনেকজন তো যখন ওয়ারেন্ট নাকি আসে তখন উকিলদের কাছে যায় না, অনেক ঘুষ দেয়, টাকা দেয়। কারণ কি? যাতে জেলে নাম খারাপ হইতো, জেলে গেলে জেলে গেছে। কে যাইতে চায়? কে যাইতে চায় না। অন্ধ যাইতে চায় না। যারা অন্ধ চলো জেলে পাঠাইয়ে দেয়, নামটা সুনাম হয় না তো জেলে গেলে, এর জন্য অনেক টাকা দেয় উকিলদেরকে যাতে বেল পায়, ওখান থেকে যাইতে চায় না। কিন্তু দেখো জোসেফ, ওই জেল সব মানুষ যেতে চায় না, ওই জেলে প্রিফার করছে, কিন্তু পাপ করতে চায় না, বিশুদ্ধতা মেনটেন করতে চায়। আমরা তো না, এটা তো compromise word. We just want to just compromise. Okay, chalega. Not chalega. If it affects our spiritual life, we should rather get a punishment for the sake of integrity. I just forget the name, Robot or something. When I was in Chennai doing my theological studies, had a very challenging testimony. A professor told about this. He was in Madras Christian College in Tambaram. Usually, even though Christian college, rigging, especially in colleges, rigging, engineering college and medical college, rigging is a very prominent. Even many died. Recently, one Nagaland, he was tortured in engineering college. It was done by few students. An event between the states, great problem took place like that. And Robert or Philip, I just forgot his name, please beg your pardon. He got admission there, and he got a chance to, even in the hostel. Just after a couple of days, and he was actually well known. He was told to the students leaders, is a very honest man, very good man. He does not speak the filthy things, the unwanted words, characterless words, so to say, but he always speaks. He is a very righteous man. And then it struck his heart. And he was taken into dining hall, and they made a list. All the bad words, evil words, because he was told that evil words and bad words never come out from his mouth. So that all the reading masters wanted him to give a punishment through that. 25 list, like hopeless, like that kind of bad words, you know. Computerized. And at the right side, 20 milliliter head and shoulder shampoo bottle. Here is the list, and here is shampoo bottle. And he was called, Robert was called there. Which one do you prefer? Just 25, the least you just recite. Failing to do will cause you to drink a shampoo 200 milliliter. Which one do you prefer? Only two options. And they thought that he will just, to escape the shampoo, he will just recite. And when he read, it is not good for him to read. Instead, he went and took the bottle of shampoo, head and shoulder bottle of shampoo, and he started drinking. By the time he swallowed, he could not control himself, and he fell down from just to the ground. And he was taken into the nearest hospital, and the news has been spread all over Chennai city. Even it reached the news to Vanghun today. He preferred, instead of telling all the bad words that has been listed by the student leaders, he preferred to drink a shampoo. He maintained his integrity. That is called integrity. He preferred shampoo than to bad words, 25 which have been listed. Wow. Never compromise in his life. Joseph also he has never given a place Satan to enter in his life. He maintained his integrity. If Joseph can make his integrity, why not you and why not me today? We can do that, but it might cost to us. It might cost to us. Robert, shampoo has cost to Robert, but he maintained his integrity. It may cost to your life in order to maintain integrity today, but it is never impossible. It is possible. Thirdly, humble. He was humble enough. নম্র ছিলেন, নম্রতা বজায় রেখেছিল Joseph তার জীবনে. Throughout his journey, Joseph learned to have humility. Humility is not actually somebody should look you down. Never. It's a very noble character a man or a woman should have. He was humble. He was humble enough. He has, throughout his life, he has a life of humility. Although God would have delayed his life, him to the prime minister post, but he was humble. He was humble. He kept on maintaining his life. Never had any questions. In the prison, he did not ask. He was humble. In the house of Potiphar, he was humble. When he was in the position, in the throne of Prime Minister, he was still humble. No pride in his life. Gorapata Shivana. Pride goes before fall or destruction. In his life there was no pride seen. Always humble, humble, humble. Potiphar said, Gore uni নম্র ছিলেন, জেল পাতকে জোসেফ নম্র ছিলেন। যখন নাকি প্রাইম মিনিস্টার বেস্ট পজিশন নেক্সট টু দ্য কিং, তখনও গদিতে যখন বসেছিল তখনও উনি নম্র ছিলেন। প্রাইম মিনিস্টার হয়তো বস করতে পারত না, নম্র ছিলেন। আমরা আমাদের লাইফে যখন নাকি আমরা অ্যাচিভমেন্ট করি নিজের জীবনে, লেখা পড়াশোনা, গাড়ি, দৌলত, পজিশনে যখন আমরা বসে থাকি, তখন আমরা গর্ব করি অনেক সময়। You might have seen in your own eyes, people get boast and pride when they get in the position. Even in Christian circle, when become secretary, president, financial secretary, and then executive secretary, treasurer, bossy, you know. That kind of, I'm a leader. My words, this to be minuted. That kind of ideology, influence even in the church. No, you cannot do that. আমরা করতে পারি না। এসে আমরা যোসেফের জীবন থেকে আমরা শিখে নেই। প্রিজন থেকে, জেল থেকে প্রাইম মিনিস্টার পর্যন্ত উনি নম্র ছিলেন। নম্র ভাবে আমরা চলি এই জীবনে। নম্রতাই সবচেয়ে ভালো। ঈশ্বর চান only humble will please the Lord. শুধু নম্রতাই ঈশ্বরকে, সৃষ্টিকর্তাকে খুশি করতে পারে। প্রাইড ঈশ্বর চায় না। প্রাইড তো বসি, ঈশ্বর চায় না। এর জন্য যোসেফের জীবন থেকে আমরা নম্রতা দেখি। এত বাধা বিঘ্ন ছিল তার জীবনে, কিন্তু কোনদিন বস করেনি, নম্র ছিলেন। ঈশ্বর হয়তো আশীর্বাদ করতে পারে আমাদেরকে, অনেক বিরাট বিরাট পোস্টে দিতে পারে, ধন দৌলত দিতে পারে, স্মার্ট কার, বাংলো, ব্যাংক ব্যালেন্স, আমাদেরকে আশীর্বাদ করতে পারে, যাতে আমরা প্রাইড না হয়, নম্রতায় চলি। ঈশ্বর আমাদেরকে চাই নম্রভাবে চলা। ঈশ্বর আরো আশীর্বাদ করবে, ঈশ্বর আমাদেরকে আরো ব্যবহার করবে, কারণ নম্রতা ছাড়া ঈশ্বরকে খুশি করার আমাদের কোনো পথ নেই। নম্রতায়, humble is the way to please God. তারপরে আরেকটা কি আমরা দেখতে পাই। And the next point is character. What a character he has. Joseph, চরিত্র ছিল। অনেকজন আমরা বলি চরিত্রহীন, এই ছেলেটা তো চরিত্রহীন, এই পাস্টরটা তো চরিত্রহীন, এই জীবনটা তো চরিত্রহীন। মানুষ অনেকজন বলে আসছে, চিফ মিনিস্টার চরিত্রহীন, এই যুবক তো চরিত্রহীন। না, চরিত্র ছিল। He has a character. What a character. There is a proverb. If you lost wealth, you lost something. If you lost character, you lost what? Something or what? No, everything. Quit. If you lost character, finished. Finished. He has a character. He has a character. He was tempted. but he maintained his character. Sometimes I watch Bollywood, especially I like South India movie. Of course, I don't encourage you to watch because the capacity of understanding for each man is different. That is what, as a pastor, we cannot encourage to go to the theater. But for me personally, it does not affect my life. Whatever I watch does not affect my life. My faith is enough to resist all the bad, the intention that the director and producer has. It does not affect. Only I watch for some, just watching. And I happened to watch one South Indian movie. I don't know the actor and actress also. It was the Indian Army. The actor was an Indian Army. And he influenced to another army, the soldiers. Everything you might lose in order to protect our motherland, country. But don't lose character. And he himself has lost actually and reminded him back to come in the same stage. Character. In order to protect your land, don't lose character. Okay. So line they have to change. I think power has come. A few minutes needs to be interrupted. So character. If you lost character, as the proverb goes, you lost everything. But Joseph did not lose character. চরিত্র যদি আমরা very good and beautiful and handsome. There's a good looking, maybe few of you are very much good looking here, maybe like that, maybe better than that. And Potiphar's wife, the queen, has eyes on him. Try to have physical relation with Joseph. যখন পটিফারের ঘরে ছিলেন জোসেফ, তখন পটিফারের স্ত্রী তাকে ভালো পেয়েছিল, তার সঙ্গে শারীরিক সম্বন্ধ করার জন্য চেষ্টা আরম্ভ করলো। কারণ জোসেফ অনেক সুন্দর ছিলেন, ভালো ছিলেন, দেখতে একবারে খুব ভালো সুন্দর যুবক ছিলেন, স্মার্টও ছিলেন, বাইবেল বলে একবারে গুড লুকিং ছিলেন। তখন তার সঙ্গে শারীরিক রিলেশন করার জন্য আরম্ভ করলেন। নজর তা পড়ে গেল তার কাছে। Potiphar Iram Khan, Potiphar Anupuin, Joseph Khan, Meltania, Smartania, Ti Salama, relation Naika Atum Tantoa. Joseph was faithful enough. He did not allow, he was careful in his life and he tried to avoid all the time. But Potiphar's wife tried to catch him, keep on refusing. Finally, his refuse led him into prison. False accusation, he faced false accusation from Potiphar's wife. For the good cause, he need to pay the price. Because of false accusation, he was put into the prison. And in the prison, it did not end yet. The life was not easy even in the prison. He was faithful in the prison. And the two great men were with him in the prison, a chief butler and a chief baker. And they had a dream. Both of them had a dream, and he interpreted well. And they were actually satisfied. One, the chief butler needed to reinstall in his own place, and Joseph requested him, when you get your position back in the head of time, please do remember me. Tell to the king so that I can be released from your. And he had forgotten again that one also, and he was still there. And finally, the king Pharaoh had a dream, and by the time only he could remember, the chief butler remember, and that made him to just come out from, released from a prison, and his good time began from there. And the king put him as a prime minister next to him. And from that onward, his life did not stop. I will continue the story. Let me stop here because I needed to cover many points. যখন জেলে ছিলেন, পাতকি ছিলেন, তখন দুইজন লিডার্স তারা জেলে ছিলেন। তাদের একটা স্বপ্ন ছিল। স্বপ্নটাকে অনুবাদ করার পরে একজন আবার তার নিজের পজিশনে যাবে অতি সত্বর, আর আরেকজন ফাঁসিতে মারা যাবে। তখন জোসেফ তাকে বলল, যখন নাকি নিজের পজিশনে আবার যাবে আমাকে স্মরণ করবে, যাতে আমি এই জেল থেকে আমিও বের হতে পারি। তখন গিয়ে ভুলে গেলেন। তখন তারপরে আবার আরেকটা স্বপ্ন রাজার ছিল। ওই স্বপ্নটাকে কেউ অনুবাদ করতে পারেনি। গতিকে হঠাৎ মনে পড়ছে, না, জেলে একজন আছে, জিহুদে একজন ছেলে আছে, যুবক আছে, উনি তো ভালো স্বপ্নকে ইন্টারপ্রিট করতে পারে, বুঝিয়ে ব্যাখ্যা করতে পারে। তারপরে রাজা তাকে আনিয়ে দিল জেল থেকে। তখন অনুবাদ করলো, সত্য সত্য সব ভালো ভালো ছিল। তখন অনেক খুশি হওয়ার কারণে প্রাইম মিনিস্টার, প্রধানমন্ত্রী হিসেবে তাকে নিযুক্ত করলেন। এই পর্যন্ত আমি এখানে শেষ করি, তারপরে পয়েন্ট এখন যাব। The first thing, in spite of all the trials and temptation that Joseph had gone through in his life, but he never changed to maintain few things which are very much lacking in the life of youth today. Let us try to dig it out one by one. In spite of his jealousy, hatred and resentment, and the trial, hopelessness in his life that has been grasping him, even then he could not turn away from this. Some of the point that has to be maintained in our life, there is a faithfulness. The first thing he maintained in his life is faithfulness. কত পরীক্ষা তার জীবনে আসলো, কিন্তু একটা জিনিস উনি ধরে রাখছেন। এত ট্রায়াল, টেম্পটেশন, পরীক্ষা, কত বাধা বিঘ্ন আসার পরেও কিন্তু একটা জিনিস তার জীবনে ধরে রাখছিল, এটা হচ্ছে বিশ্বস্ততা। rin omna trial temptation on kalpoin Joseph life rin omnahi taklorengre. He has never lived and forsake or away from his life. That is our faithfulness. He was faithful in his life. He was faithful to his master, he was faithful to his God, and he was faithful to the commandment of God. He had a chance. He had a tough time. Any one of you here, can any one of you has sold you by your brothers? I don't think. Anyone you've chased out from your family? I don't think. No one. No one you were chased out or downtrodden from your family? I don't think. His own brothers had sold him to the Midianite traders. Did he have even a single complaint to his God and his brothers and his parents? He did not. He was faithful enough to his God, and he was trapped by Potiphar's wife. Many of us would go and fall into that temptation. This is the great instrument from Satan, this sexual desire. Many, even the 35% of America pastors fall into this temptation as per the latest statistic. Can you imagine? 35% of American pastors fall into this sexual temptation. Even in India, many international speakers also falls into this temptation. Joseph did not fall. He refused and forsake. He was faithful enough. Many of us say, no, this is too hard for us to actually escape and exempt from this temptation. Joseph did not do. Read the life of Joseph. He did not fall into this temptation. He was faithful to his God. He was faithful to his master. The master has actually handed over all the things, responsibility upon his shoulder, except to his wife. He said, how can I sin against my God and my master? My master did not submit you to me. How can I do such a great sin? His faithfulness caused him into a prison. He prefers to be in the prison without any cause than to sin and lie with her. What a faithfulness we can learn today as a TBYF. My prayer is, since my boyhood actually, two things. I'm worried and very much afraid of this. Three W, not www.com. This www.com is very dangerous. Many falls into these 3 www.